episode of Connecting, we are going to see how people connect through their marriage line. And I know this is a topic that people really love to hear about. So where is the marriage line? As you can see on the illustration, it's the part that is under the little finger, and it's supposed to be a very straight horizontal line. And you can see on the illustration a relatively good marriage line, but it's not a perfect one. And actually, I couldn't find any perfect marriage line in all the hundreds of prints that I have. So we'll see what I found, and let's look at our first couple. So the first couple, the husband is first and the wife is second. And as you can see on the husband's line, they're very hard to see. They're tiny. They're actually two lines, and it shows that he's not really committed in his relationship. So the fact that there are two means that maybe when he's with someone, he's thinking of somebody else. It could mean he likes having affairs. It's not really a proof, okay? It can be all in our head too. But the fact that they're really small shows that basically he doesn't really like to be committed in a relationship. Now, her line, as you can see, there is one line and it's very strong. It could be a little bit longer, but it's not bad, except that it's going down a little bit. So the type of line, when the marriage line is going down, it means that the person gives a lot of energy. The energy is very powerful, but it's not necessarily good, because it means that you are putting too much energy on the partner and you are not letting him be or letting her be. It happens a lot in relationships. And in this case, this is what's happening. On one side, we have the husband who is not really committed to his relationship. And on the other side, there is the wife who is committed to relationship, but she tends to push the husband and wants a little bit too much from the husband. So it's not very good. But these people have been married for 30 years. So it's not it doesn't really predict how long the relationship is going to last. It just means that the relationship is not going to be as easy as it could be. Now let's look at our second couple. The second couple, again, we see the man on the left and the woman on the right. And as you can see, the man has a very nice single line, but again, it's very small. So he's not really committed to any relationship. Like when he's in a relationship, at least he's going to be there because there is just one line. But the commitment is not very strong. He might actually start it for a little while and then go somewhere else. If you look at her line, first, she has little ones that are going down, and then there is a very strong one which is going down. So again, we have this Mars energy that tends to be a little bit too overwhelming for the partner. So in this case, we have on one side somebody who has sort of a commitment, but not very strong. And on the other side, we have a person who is maybe thinking of different people, and when she is with her partner, she's going to be really overpowering him. So unfortunately, it didn't last. They were boyfriend and girlfriend for maybe 2-3 years, and then they stopped. Now let's look at our next couple. Again, we have the husband on the left side and the wife on the right side. And what do we see on the husband's hand? There is no line there. There is no commitment. Now, it doesn't mean that he's not going to get married. He actually was married, but his commitment was actually somewhere else. Or basically, he didn't really want to develop a commitment because he was too attached to his mother. which is actually strange to say. He was not interested in a relationship, even though he did love his wife. And if you look at the wife, well, we have many lines again. So the wife doesn't mean that she's going to be unfaithful to him, but when she's with him and things are not going very well, she's going to at least think about how it could be with somebody else. And in this case, I don't think it was very easy with him because he doesn't have any commitments. She probably never really felt loved and accepted the way that she was. So she actually left him. And she went with somebody else. And this is the next couple we are going to see. We're going to see the same woman on the right, but a different partner on the left. And surprise, in this case, what do we see? They are marriage lines, but they are very similar to the wife's lines. So, and they are actually going down a little bit more than her lines. So it means that both of them, they are together, they are more or less committed, they want a relationship, but in a way they want something that maybe the partner is not able to give them. This is what happens when you have lots of lines, because you are looking for something that is more in your head than in reality. And this is what is happening with them. They are together, but I know that they have been I think both of them have been having affairs, and I don't know how long it's going to last. It has to, that they have to realize that they shouldn't be looking for somebody that doesn't exist because it's all in their dreams. And maybe they should realize that they have a person who is not a perfect person, but still it's a partner. And I don't know how long they're going to be together. I think they've been together for about 5 years. As far as I know, they are planning to stay together for a long time. But I really don't know what's going to happen because I cannot predict that. But as you can see, our marriage lines don't have anything to do with how many partners we have or whether we're faithful or unfaithful. But it's all about commitment, attachment, and how we relate to each other on a commitment level. This concludes our episode of Connecting Through Our Marriage Lines.